What else can we look at? Oh, of course, we need to look at something in the news. Instead of going to Daily Mail, let's go to BBC News. The BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, which is a very strange term to use, a corporation for something that's state-funded. India imposes threat to the 21st of June easing. So, good news in the UK. On Monday, most of the lockdown is lifted, and I get to eat inside a restaurant for the first time. I'm going to eat black bean noodles and get fat. I'm going to try and stick to my diet. Hey, the calorie counting is going really well at the minute, so kudos to that. Kudos to that. What can we talk about in the news? Oh, Israel. Fuck. This really is taking control of all the news right now, isn't it? You see, the biggest issue with Israel and Palestine is that I'm going to end up... People are going to keep poking me and say, please take a side, Dave. Take a side, Dave. Take a side, Dave. It's complicated. That's what everyone says when they want to... they don't want to side. They want to be on the fence. It's complicated. I don't want to talk about it, though. It's not a fun topic. Oh, no. Lottery jackpot winner says she destroyed a $26 million ticket in laundry wash. Oh, no. The woman who claims to have purchased a winning ticket, $26 million, in the California lottery draws that she left in her trouser pocket and destroyed it in the wash. U.S. media reports. Oh, no. Oh, no. I know in the UK, if you buy a ticket from a certain location, even though you've lost a physical ticket, because you purchased the ticket and it keeps a log of who purchased the ticket at a set time, can't you still redeem the winnings? I might be making this up, but I swear there was instances where people lost a physical ticket, but they could still win the prize because every time someone purchases a ticket, it logs on their machines the numbers they purchased and who purchased it. Am I just making that up? I don't know. Millionaire reveals champagne lawn. So, listen, when you're rich, okay, spend your money how you choose, okay? Let's not give these people shit for spending their money, all right? If you've got money, there's no point sitting on it, okay? It doesn't, there's some instances, I suppose, when sitting on money is pretty useful. It gives you peace of mind, I suppose. But if you've got millions of pounds at the bank, I don't think there's much effort in just sitting on it. There's no point, all right? So spend that money, enjoy it, love it, experience, live your life to the max, because one day you might be dead. So these people, no disrespect to them, but they're using their time. Oh my God, really? Scissors? Really? One on a scratch card. Wow.
People probably are going to think that it's a waste of money, but I've done what I've done with the money, and this is just a little bit of fun.
Kudos to you, lady.
Fun time for us. A little bit of spending fun money. Have a little bit of a kiss.
This is kind of philosophical, but money has a purpose, okay? It can give you entrance to different... how do I describe this? Money opens doors, you know? And it gives you access to more opportunities to potentially do more with your life and have good experiences and enjoy your life, you know? And that's what I mean. When you've got a lot of money, there's no point just holding it and sitting on it and sleeping on that big mattress full of money. You spend it, you enjoy it. So kudos for these two for doing something wacky and kind of stupid. But hey, it's enjoying that. It's increasing their enjoyment of life, and they probably like the fact that they're on the news in the news as well.
Hey.
She will waste it on nails and lipo. Listen, it's not a waste if you love it. All right. If you enjoy it, then it is definitely 100% not a waste. Yeah, they actually they got a professional who does lawns to do this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So what we're doing right now, Doge up 42%. Come on. Come on, Elon. Come on, Elon. Professional of lawns, yes. Isn't it like a video thingy? I don't want to talk about Israel. Oh my God. Oh my god, these are all Israel related ones. I was gonna. It's cool if we watch videos, but there aren't. I don't want to watch Israeli videos. Leaving American longest juvenile life on 68 years in prison. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how I feel about this. Listen, it's kind of cool he got his freedom, but my goodness. How do you come away from this and live a normal life? You just can't, can you? You can't even get a job, can you? I mean, what are you going to put on your CV? Oh, I spent 68 years in prison. Experience, prison. Well, I guess you don't do anything, do you? Why are these different people? I was, I'm really confused. Oh, is this him at his youngest? And he's getting older? God, he looked a bit. He looked pretty old in the early pictures as well. I watched a documentary this morning on Netflix called The Staircase. It was like a 13 parts documentary about a guy who got put in prison for killing his wife and apparently, the way the court decided, hitting her over the head multiple times and killing her. And his argument was no, she fell down the stairs and all those injuries she sustained and all the blood splatter was due to falling down the stairs. Which, I admit, it does look peculiar to fall down the stairs and lose so much blood in the process because it's kind of hard trauma, isn't it? You don't kind of bleed a lot from falling down the stairs for the most part. And he ended up getting convicted. But apparently the guy who was the blood splatter expert... The staircase. Yeah, it was this. Yeah, the guy that... the blood splatter expert that they brought up for the prosecution just made up a load of shit. He just made up a load of crap. He made lots of presumptions about like, oh, the blood splatter on him that came from blunt force trauma. Blunt force trauma. Yeah, I said that right. And apparently all the blood splatter, apparently from his expert opinion, came from him hitting her with something which they never found an actual weapon for. Blood splatter analysis is pseudoscience. Oh, well, there you go. Maybe that's... I don't really know enough to give an opinion. But anyway, he ended up having to take a plea after getting let out of prison after 9-10 years in prison. He wasn't actually found innocent because he didn't want to go to retrial. But he was like 17. He didn't want to go to retrial. So he went with manslaughter charge and was found... he was sentenced to time served. And that's it, really. He seemed like such a genuine, nice guy. He reeked of nice guy. It's funny when someone like does something bad in court and then the lawyers on the prosecution side bring up a lot of like really bad shit from your past. I mean, none of us are perfect people. And I feel like in prison, on the stand in a court, they're going to find some dirty laundry that you've done in the past to try and crucify you, you know? And apparently he was in the military, and apparently he said that he got wounded in action by shrapnel or some bullshit. Turns out he was actually in a car crash in Japan or something like that in a military base, and he lied about it. And this was when he was in his 20s. You know, and he's like, he was 50 when he was on the stand in court. We know we're all changing, we're all evolving, we're all becoming better people. But the fact that they used that against him to make him look like a bad person just was really awful. Who knows? Maybe he did commit the crime. Maybe he did do it. Oh, look how young he looks there. And then down here, that's one thing about the movie that scared me too, because the movie is within like a 20, 25-year period. From start to finish, you see him aging through the documentary, and it feels like the minute he goes into jail, into prison, you see him age so much more quicker. He looks gaunt, he looks like wrinkly, and he's dark eyes under his black eyes under his eyes. Ah, man, it was scary. And he did want to go back to do a retrial, but there was a chance they could have found him guilty again, and then he would have had to have spent more time in prison, which just wouldn't have been a good idea. So his lawyer just sorted out this plea. I can't remember what he called it now. There was a special plea for someone who realized they've had a mistrial and they can rank their sentence from murder down to manslaughter, which still makes you look guilty. You still die with a murder, a manslaughter, a guilty charge on your conscience. I don't know. That's really weird. Anyway, that was that. Tangent. I went on a big tangent. Lawyers take what they can and spin it their way. Yeah, I mean, that's their purpose, you know what I mean? It's their goal. It's their objective. I mean, it works both ways, you know. Both sides have got lawyers defending and attacking, so it's important that we have fair trials. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that trial other than the faked evidence. In most American prisons, you don't get the money to physically take you back to society. I assume they give you some kind of money because they can't just shove you back into reality because you just end up having no money and therefore reoffending. That's just stupid. Anyway,